Let's check it out.
So I got 2 pairs of scissors. These are the ones that I use for plastic. Okay, that cuts pretty good. These are like, these work really well. I like these a lot. These do not, I mean, they will work, but this I use more for my cloth crafts, my sewing stuff. This is just for like pressing in edges whenever it's still hot, making a straight line or a curved line, depending on what you're trying to do. It works. You do not need anything fancy. This is the blade I've been using for a good long time now. I just changed the blades. I don't get rid of my blades. I put them in here. I just keep them in case, just in case, I guess. I don't know. And that's what I use to cut mostly everything. I buy the replacement blades by the pack. That one's almost out. These are pretty cheap. This was like maybe like $3 or something. Who knows? I don't remember, but it was cheaper to buy it with a whole bunch of them. I do have these. I bought these a long time ago. My wife bought them for me a long time ago, and they're pretty useful, I guess. But for as much cutting as I do, these blades wore out really fast. So and then buying the replacement, you know, for each of these blades, it's not worth it, because I'm changing these blades constantly. So you don't need to buy anything fancy like this. You don't need to buy anything fancy like this. I rarely ever use these. I try to get the cuts right with this blade. Pretty close the first time, and then if I need to put more detail, then I use the wood burner. So you don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on a razor blade pack. These are just fine. Cost about $2. The replacement blades, you know, for a pack like this, maybe $2. So we're spending, you know, for all the blades that I've used for that, and then compared to this, you know, it's this right here, this whole setup right here is cheaper than this, and I still haven't run out of blades. This is like what, 25 count? I have no idea. They're easy. These are the kind of blades you're going to want to use. You don't need anything fancy. My other major cutting tool, my wood burner. That's the brand on it, but like, I don't know if I've ever even seen any other brands. I would say that this is the minimum that you would need to start doing this. You need a heat gun. Okay, so that's about $20, $15, $10, maybe $5, maybe $10. That's the model number. Okay, so that's a Wagner basic model. And this one, I've had this for a few years. This has lasted me a good long time. Superb. I like this one. I'm glad that I got a good one right away. I have no comparison for heat gun, because this is the only one that I've had. So you need a good pair of gloves. Any leather gloves will do. I'll get more in depth to that in a little bit. Scissors. I think you can get better cuts with a razor blade, but scissors will do. And then maybe like a butter knife. I'm going to show you why I like using a razor. Some of these plastics are thicker than others, and that's the reason that I like using a razor blade. It cuts through a lot of this a lot easier. And I'm going to show you, like, with these scissors, they work really well, okay? But the only thing is, you got to really force it. You got to really force it. And you're going to end up with jagged edges. Not really what you want. You're making masks. And see, the scissors aren't going to be able to reach right there. This is an old mask that I made. I was trying to make like a witch face or something. I don't really remember. But it didn't work out quite the way I thought it would. So, but I can't cut that out with scissors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out with the razor blade. And we're going to remake this mask. We're going to completely remake the mask. Let me put on my gloves. Also with the razor blade, You can make the circles. You can't do this with scissors. You cannot do this with scissors. And it makes pretty good circles. See, with the razor blade. This is one of my main tools, the main tool that I use, other than the wood burner. We'll use the wood burner for like around the eyes and stuff to smooth those over. That's what I love about this plastic also, is that you can always remold it. You can always add on or take away or even change it up completely.